Alright, we're gonna be potentially finishing Alice, American Mcgee's here. Just give me a little bit here, I'm trying to get situated, so... My streamer curse is ever present. I'm still very much sneezing each and every single time I start a stream, apparently. Although, there's probably a little bit more reason for that tonight compared to a lot of the other nights there. Alright, well, let's see. I don't remember where we were. Alright, we were just kind of in like that hub area. Yeah. Well, kinda. It's like the same tile set, but it's not the same exact area that had the cave or the Jabberwock. Good. It's like the boiling hot tea or whatever the green stuff wasn't bad enough. Let's just basically make it so it's insta-kill if you screw up a single jump. Oh god, that's right, there is stuff in the lava, isn't there? Turns out this game actually uses the pause key. Okay. I guess we got mana back at least. Oh, I didn't think we'd be able to jump up that, actually. Where's the music at right now? Oh, that resets the song back to start. I don't know why I pulled that out for right here, right now, because it's not honestly too useful for this area. Alright, no. Alright, so it's 2 hits for that. They are actually very weak. I am surprised that these guys aren't like the very first thing that you fight, though. They really feel like starter enemy, and they just aren't. Hopefully the thing doesn't try to tongue her. So I think that's what happened last time, isn't it? I think I jumped once and got pulled back into the lava. That is exactly what happened. And yet it's not here this time. Why? Oh, good. It's not even there and I still... come on, load. And it's back again. Alrighty. I'm very happy I have the ability to save and load and not have to do this all in one go without dying, because that would be miserable. gonna keep making saves. Yeah, but your save's coming. Yeah. Because otherwise I'll be here for 5 hours. Huh. Yeah, there's kind of like no good way of actually avoiding that, is there? It's weird, because it's like, it's missed ones it should have hit before, but... now that I'm at range, there seems to be no good way of avoiding it. Oh, what happened to its head? I think it got hit by that thing. Yeah, this is a lot of parkour over basically insta-death lava. Parkour! Oh hey, Phantasmagoria. Oh hey, I'm screwed. Good. So which of their heads is their primary one? Is it the big one under the cape, or is it the one that's actually, like, at the very top? Are they, like, weird conjoined twins?
The time for action has arrived. You should not waste a day. No lame excuses do you contrive, nor tolerate delay.
It talks like I'm on holiday, Cat. Wandering about, having a bit of fun. The Oracle's an idiot.
Confront what frightens or offends you. Reckless or insulting talk should never go unchallenged.
So we're gonna kill the caterpillar?
Creature. I was beginning to like you.
Like me or don't, but believe me, the Jabberwock must be eliminated, now. Blow open the gates and confront the Queen.
I mean, that's what she's been doing.
I don't have the final piece of the staff. Without his eye, how can it be done?
I don't know, but you must. The situation is urgent.
What good are you to me? I'm supposed to attack this ferocious creature, but I'm not even sure this is my fight.
It's no one else's, Alice. Only you can save yourself.
Save myself? From death, is that it? Is that why I've come here? I'm not afraid to die. At times I've welcomed death.
Not death.
What then? A fate worse than death? I'm not stupid, don't make me think you are.
Think what you will, but know this. You withdrew from your world after the fire because you could not bear your terrible loss. When you answered Rabbit's call, you began to emerge from your tragedy. Stay on this path, Alice. Save yourself, and you will save Wonderland. You will restore us all.
What I've been feeling, I am beginning to understand. I broke this world, and only I can repair it.
Go well, Alice. The Jabberwock waits. With Griffin as your partner, you have reason to hope for success. He's the strongest among us.
Okay. Well, I guess we found out that the Oracle was not, in fact, a disembodied spirit or voice. So this game is a lot less subtle than the second one. Like, they just straight up tell you to your face, no, 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 no. It's Alice, she's going insane because of the fire. Like, there's nothing left up to question. I don't know, maybe I'm just not remembering the direct nature of the second one, but I think the second one was a little bit more subtle on whether or not she did certain things. Oh, that's just a house. I didn't realize that we found, like, Jeff Bezos's fucking, you know, holiday retreat here. Or golden eye, golden fingers? I don't remember James Bond villains. Oh dearie me. But what good is this area? Wait, do they just cool off naturally by being out of the lava? Oh, cool. I love that cooldown for the jump. Yeah. That's bad. When's the last save? Yeah, you know what? That doesn't really answer my question. I don't know where this was.
Give me a second here.
Ugh, Jesus. All right. What happens if I just go to the...
The time for action has arrived. You should not waste a day.
Huh.
No
Alright.
lame excuses do you contrive, nor tolerate delay.
You know, it's like Superman has his hideout up in the Arctic or whatever. Is there a Superman villain that has it in a volcano? Like, surely, over the many years that Superman has been a thing, there is, right? Oh, I see. I was supposed to jump up there. Oh, Jesus. Oh, bad. Why didn't I see it sooner? Gamers, don't look up. Come on. Oh, son of a... Probably one iteration of Lex Luthor, maybe. But isn't Lex Luthor basically just Batman but evil? Like, he's just some rich prick. Actually, probably less Batman, more of just like Bezos. Yeah, at least it's got decent range to it. Would it really have killed him to let this thing be upgradable for faster cooldown on the throne? 1 second. Okay. So, I told you a bit earlier how I nearly threw it for the first time in like 20 years, right? Do you want to take a guess what did me in? Because I'm not sure if it was food poisoning or what. Is that the Jabberwock then?
Waiting, Alice. Have you never heard that punctuality is a virtue?
You and my dentist's assistant have much in common.
Does she get dentistry in the asylum?
Late, aren't you? Between your dim-witted daydreaming and your pre-vanity, the hours just fly by. There's barely time for anything else.
That the best you can do? Pearl's second-rate insults, they don't hurt.
Your family was expecting you to come to them, weren't they? Perhaps they thought you might warn them of the danger, being close to the source as you were. But they waited in vain, didn't they? And died for their trouble.
We were all asleep. It was an accident.
Selfish, misbegotten, and unnatural child. You smelled the smoke, but you were in dreamland taking tea with your friends. You couldn't be bothered. Your room was protected and spared, while your family upstairs roasted in an inferno of incredible horror. Horror!
Isn't this thing unkillable without the staff? Gummy bears. Nah, if I was to eat gummy bears, it's like, if it's the sugar-free ones, maybe they give me the shits at best, but no, definitely not gummy bears, my dude. Oh, I thought that killed it in one hit. That would have been nice. Wishful thinking. Yeah, the lack of any real, like, dramatic music here, or, like, sound on him flying and like, landing. You know, really selling the fight here. Oh, wait, this. Could we use it, Alice, or do we just fucking love being on fire? No, we love being on fire. Oh, okay, bye. Could you still see the kill plane, by the way?
You've kept me waiting, Alice. Have you never heard that punctuality is a virtue?
I'm sorry, I thought this thing was supposed to stop all enemies. Because it's supposed to stop time, but all it's doing is, like, stopping his little fart clouds. Actually useless weapon. So, is this just survive long enough for the hippogriff to come in? To, like, poke out his eye? You like his piston noises. Yeah, I mean, why didn't the Mad Hatter, you know, like, give himself a piston cock, you know? speaking of that, the Jabberwock mating practices are very strange. The male Jabberwock stands on top of the scrungly bungus and revs his engine. Yep, there we go.
Hurry, Alice.
Alright, bye.
The eye staff is yours. The troops are gathered. Everything is ready. I'll deal with the Jabberwock. You are our champion. Lead us to victory in Queensland.
Does any of this happen in the book? Does Alice have the hippogriff, or is that an addition? I think we talked about this last time. Because this is feeling like this is Narnia. You know, you have the animal companion that's... Please tell me that's saved. At this point, it's all bullshit. Excellent. Like a fine wine. It's all bullshit. Who the Christ is that? Is that Humpty fucking Dumpty? Fuck off. Hey, Both! What are we gonna do about the shit? Okay, absolutely no reaction for the majority of that. Whoa, he's stretchy. Oh. Oh shit, okay, that was pretty effective. It's a literal Easter egg. Alright, I'm done. Bye. Good night. Oh, Jesus, man. Alright, so... Alright. It's weird having to deal with a game that's actually using the pause button for once. Alright, so the thing that actually did me in tonight, I went out to eat at a place earlier with someone, okay? And we went to a restaurant, and I got a steak.
A blockhead is a catastrophe waiting to happen. You're not a dunderhead, but exercise great care.
Okay. Alice just has a gun now, I guess. Or... not. Huh? Oh, that is... oh, God. I thought that was also the staff. Alright. I don't think this was here before. Why is it red? The icon, like the aiming reticle actually changes. Hmm. So... that's a little bad. I kinda need mana. Hmm. So is the flesh stuff ever actually... are the flesh tendrils ever explained? Like, that's part of the queen shit, right? Now I know. Now I know what. That the shotgun takes all of your frickin' mana? Seems effective, but you better hit whatever you're aiming at. Oh, the queen, she's basically a parasite. Okay. So this weapon really sucks if you're using controller, by the way. There is no assistance on aiming. But yeah, we went to place C.
Only the Jabberwock's eye staff can pry them open.
What, the tormented soul wall? This was before the days of PC controllers being common. I mean, can we just appreciate the fact that a controller works at all? Like, I've done this entire game with a controller. So. I do think that this was the, yeah. So, I think the reason for this is because this is the, 2011, like, remaster version. I think they put in controller support because it was supposed to be part of the, complete edition there. Oh, oh my Jesus. It's just a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything in her life. A little bit of Jabberwock's all she needs. A couple of extra shots for the blunderbuss would be nice. That would have been nice if that died. Oh Jesus. Oh my god, that's a wonderful mouth. Never mind. Told you the maze gets a wee bit bullshit. Is it a proper maze, or is it doing non-Euclidean shit like the Mad Hatter area was? Oh, speaking of, we never killed him technically, did we? Like, we beat him in the fight, but I think he got back up and just kind of like pieced out, didn't he? Very boring standard maze. Also, no, he said his shit until the end of this game. Oh, alright. Yeah, I think that really kind of shows you, like, how much I'm really paying attention to certain things here. But it's also just this game not really making certain things all that obvious. Is there an alt fire for this? Because you can shoot out a rocket at the very end of it there. Hatter said exploding was pretty obvious to you, but fair. Did it? I remember his body not having a head. I don't remember the head exploding specifically. Also, to be fair, there's a lot of weird shit in this game, so it's like a dude's head exploding and then just kind of like growing back really isn't out of question. What the fuck? So I thought we were supposed to be dealing with the Queen of Hearts here. Why is it all the clubs? Is this supposed to be like her having taken over the... Oh god, is that the Queen? But yeah, point is, though, is... I nearly threw it because of something, I believe. I believe that it was actually that's the steak I got. I don't know if it was because the steak itself was bad, per se, you know, like undercooked or just like bad quality or what have you. Or if it was for another reason. Like the fact that the thing had a lot of seasoning. And it might have been that even. I don't really know. Soon get 50 steaks as compensation. I don't really want more of that steak, I'm gonna be honest. Now, I did have like some onion rings And some watermelon tea. They had a watermelon tea, and that was actually really quite nice. Wouldn't mind getting some more of that, but yeah, that steak, I'm just not a big steak person, and I just find it kind of funny. It's like, I kind of avoid steak because I know I'm not generally going to like it. And, well, yeah, I mean, you know, if you ever needed, you know, like the universe to confirm your, your preconceptions, then there you go, really. Yeah, this is actually back at the beginning. Oh no, is it actually doing non-Euclidean shit? What repels you from steak curious? Are you curious of why I don't like steak, or... Because the answer as to why I don't particularly like steak is more or less the same reason why I don't do bacon. Yeah, just curious. You're not exactly upset about it, but yeah, I mean, the idea of steak isn't, you know, like, disappealing to me. It's a slab of meat. Well, I like meat. But I think part of it is just like the shitty steak culture we have in the States, honestly. That's part of it. The whole steak culture in America is so fucking stupid, in my opinion. Kindly stupid, in my opinion. Like, it's always... like... maybe it's just the people I've dealt with, but it's always been this, like, preconception of, like, well, if you're a manly man, you're gonna eat a steak. Only real men eat steak. I don't give a shit, man. Give me fucking pasta. Give me fettuccine alfredo. Like, I want to enjoy my meal. If you enjoy steak, fine. Fair enough, but why are you judging me like I'm lesser because I like something else? That's part of it. It's just... there's a lot of, like, weird machismo around it. But that's not the problem with, like, the food itself. That's just the shitty culture around it. But the shitty culture around it is kind of part of the reason as well why I don't like it from, like, the eating end, because a lot of the ways that people will season it, if they season it at all, I prefer things that usually have less of a strong flavor, and the steak I had was, like I said, it was severely seasoned. It was to the point of kinda, I don't know, being a little ridiculous on how much seasoning they had on the thing. The entire plate was effectively coated in a layer of the seasoning. But I've also had a lot of bad steak. And it kind of depends on what you want to consider a bad steak. But for what I consider a bad steak, getting sick of it, like, getting sick from it, is definitely not helping the, you know, the perception of the steak not being a particularly desirable food item for me. You know, it's like, the last time I really had a steak was maybe like 8 years ago, and I remember that thing being like 50% fat, and the bits that were actually edible, I needed to chew for like half a fucking minute anyway. Like, I don't want to be chewing on this thing for an extended period of time, because the thing is practically leather. What you're saying is sloppy steaks would have saved the day. I have no idea what you mean by that. Is this actually the door I'm supposed to be taking, by the way? And it's just not working? Is this whole thing glitched, or... I like the pathetic little single, like, spot of blood or like, scorch mark. But yeah, it's like every single time I've ever had a steak, I have ended up not really enjoying it. So, you know, it's like, if I know the fact that every time I've ever had the thing, I haven't enjoyed it, why would I seek out more? You know? And it really is just one of those things where every time I've ever had it, it's just not been a very good experience. It's been kind of like self-reinforcing on my preconceptions of it, of my biases against steak. You know, it's like, so how do I word this? A good hamburger, you know, a good burger, a good cheeseburger is easier to do than a good steak. I would rather go with the cheeseburger. First off, it's going to be cheaper. Secondly, it's going to be easier for the chef. There's more room for fuck up than with the steak for me to enjoy it. I would rather have the burger over the steak because I know there's less room, there's less margin for, well, there's more margin for error on the burger than the steak for the chef to fuck it up with, right? For you, it's always been kind of meh. It's not something that you would actively seek out. It's time-consuming to eat. Yeah, but that's another thing. Like I was saying, I just don't want to be spending, like, a full goddamn minute per little piece I cut off and chewing it. Oh, hey, how you doing? So the Jabberwock staff is self-damaging. That's nice. But hey, you want some deep lore on why I don't like bacon? I don't think I've ever really told anyone that particular story. How does this work then? Did you watch the pig die? No. The one time it comes in use. Not even in the same level you pick up the damn thing. Alright.
Ride the thermal drafts like a gyre falcon.
Yeah, I can make up animals too. A scrumbly bungus. Yeah. No, so when I was younger, and I really do mean significantly younger, I think I might have been like 6, 7, maybe 8. My mother, right, it's like the one of the few stories, she cooked, you know, for like one of the first times in her fucking life. That's a jab at her. Anyway, at least he didn't spin you a poem about the drafts. Yeah, and then like how it's like Marilyn Monroe or something. But yeah, point. That's really cool and nice. That's not at all little bullshit or, you know, little shitty game design, but alright, sure. Just throw that in there. That's really fun and engaging. Just completely fucking blindside you with an insta-death. Anyway... Yeah, so she cooked bacon when I was a kid. And she severely undercooked it. I plopped a piece of it in my mouth. I chewed it. I thought I had chewed it enough. Alright, because it was like one... If I tried to tell this story, I end up dying, apparently. Where's the other one? Expect the tedium. Bacon almost chew. Almost finished chewing then. Yeah, point is she cooked it. One end was crispy, right? I picked it up. I chewed that bit, right? Like, okay, this is cooked. And poor ass. God damn it. No fucking wonder. It is actually specifically programmed to fuck you. It doesn't... It's not on a timer. Or at least not until you get near it. Wait, was I supposed to hit that? Oh, no. One end was crispy, chewed it, you know, went to swallow that bit while kind of like holding the rest of it between my teeth, right? So I can like slowly chew at the rest of it. Didn't do that too well because the rest of it was undercooked and kind of like, I don't know, like slimy. Like, it wasn't crispy, okay? So it slipped between my teeth and I ended up swallowing it. But it didn't go all the way down. So it ended up like lodged in my throat. So I had to reach my hand into my own mouth, like down my throat, and pull that goddamn thing out. So yeah, there you go. That's the reason why I don't like bacon, because of that particular fucking event. I've never really been able to touch it again. So do they get like extra knockback here? Because this is feeling a little extra like special treat bullshit amounts of bullshit. But what a garbage level design this. This is just not fun. You just wait. It's a very good game mechanic and very fun and engaging when you wait for the game to not be just doing nothing. Good. Never gain altitude, Alice. Thank you. Don't know why I'm getting hurt. Oh, it's the kill plane, isn't it? Damn, that's rough. Can't fault you though, and maybe it's level setting. I don't think it's level setting. I think this area is just kind of bullshit, frankly. Never gain altitude, Alice. Got you. Out of all the many things I say, which are definitely funny, it's that. I mean, I guess on the bright side... Oh, how do I want to... Jesus. You always gotta look up in life. There we go. Yeah, I say the dumbest shit when I'm irritated, like you. Oi! Not all the time. Sometimes it's just stupid. Oh, cool. We have another one of these. Do you like the fact that it doesn't even have sound to let you know that it's active or not? I honestly think that's been one of the things that's really kind of like irked me some of the most about this, is some of the sound design is just absent, and I don't know if that is intended or if the game is scuffed. You know, like, did they just never give certain things sound, or what? That's engine limitations. Yeah, well, the Quake 3 limit... well, I was saying it, I think, at the last stream, or maybe the one before that, just like... I don't know how much of this is, like, game engine limitations, because it does feel like at certain points this might be completely pushing Quake 3's engine to its absolute limit, really. I guess you could say it's pushing it over the edge. But yeah, when it comes down to, like, the bacon story, it's one I don't really tell a lot, because it's like, I feel a lot of people would just kind of be like, well, you were just a stupid kid and you should have chewed it more, or some shit, right? Like, victim blame, effectively. Yeah, like, blame the kid for having an iota of trust in their parent. Who the fuck would blame you for nearly choking on cooked bacon? A lot of people. A lot of fucking people. I like how at this point we're just throwing a bunch of bullshit at the player and seeing what sticks and doesn't. Oh, do you hear it? The footsteps are glitched out. How many of those people need to report to a wood chipper? Look, man, if you want to go through that, go right the hell ahead. I'm not gonna touch that one. Now, if the question was, how many of them would I miss? None. If you wanted to ever have double the footsteps, now you can. Your opinion shouldn't matter either way. Well, I didn't say it really was putting me off, it's just... like, oh, okay. You're just gonna be a dick. Alright, I guess I just won't be fucking talking to you again, or, like, saying this particular story again to most people, so, hey. Alright, fucking Gandalf over here. I shall in fact pass. You know what I'm surprised there isn't in this game? I'm surprised there isn't, like, a Fleshscape level. You know? Or is that coming? Is that gonna be the queen? I'm gonna... hold on. Let's see. I don't want to be hearing this frickin' footstep all the time. I'm going to restart it. Give it time. Alright. But yeah, it's like, I never ate bacon again after that fact. I just can't, because of that particular story. But the thing is, you know, like, if we really want to go into, like, even further nitty-gritty about it, it's like, ever since then, I cooked for myself. You know? Like, it completely shattered every bit of trust I had in my mother on cooking. I could not ever eat anything she ever fucking made again. Not that she really cooked all too often anyway. Okay, I would appreciate it if you specifically would be dead now. Wait, where's my shotgun? Where's my shotgun? Dude! Don't tell me that it took it away from me because I reloaded the goddamn game. Oh god, the footstep is still glitched out. Can you hear it? You can't? Alright. Yeah, let's have a bunch of enemies that have explosive weaponry in a very confined space. That will surely increase the enjoyment levels of the players. It's like a weird little eel thing. Okay. So... Oh, I love the pipe for, like, you know, sewage. You were surprised I got it that early. Well, I should still have it. Why do I have it now? Oh, you need a full mana bar. You can't half-cast it. Wait, what? What did they even do? Ah! Why would you ever use the alt fire? Oh, that's awful. Hey, do you want an attack that doesn't actually kill enemies for like a full 15 seconds, and then when it does actually finally activate, it kills you? Wait, are we not turtle anymore? Oh yeah, we are. Oh good, we have the Fisher Price. God damn. Yeah, no, again. Do I have to hit that? Good camera angle, by the way. I don't know if I have to hit that. I guess not? I don't know. I need to find out if the blunderbuss actually has an alt fire. But why? There we go. So, you can drown, but there's absolutely nothing giving you any information on how much time you have left. What a fun and engaging section this. Alice, get in the water. Why are you jumping out immediately? No, the water's cold. Oh right. Can't faff around. Oh come on! What am I getting stuck on? The music right here is kind of vaguely reminding me of a particular song from Night Sons of all things. Oh, I can't actually... okay. Very cool. Yeet! And can you seriously not hear the frickin' footsteps? It's like that shit got glitched when I died that one time and like mid-death animation reloaded. Can you hear it? It's driving me frickin' insane here. I don't know if it's necessarily fair to call this game a buggy mess, but man, do I really want to call this game a buggy goddamn mess. I mean, I guess it was really ambitious on doing, you know, like water level stuff. Because what was this? How old is this game? 2000? 1998? Something? Like... It's... I don't think there was really too many games around this period of time that were doing water level stuff. I'm gonna die. I'm surprised I gave up. Oh, time to die. Yep. I have a whole arsenal of weapons, and the only thing I can use is the knife. And trying to hit these goddamn fish things is incredibly pesky, and I keep getting glitched into the ground here. Or geometry, I guess. There have definitely been a few moments where I've thought about just picking up the, well, putting down the controller and just picking up the mouse and keyboard. Swapping over, whatever. Alright. you supposed to go here? She got tongued to death. Excellent. So there was a little bit of that screen tearing thing that happened in a lot of the old games in Windows. Really cool, really fun segment, this. Yeah, people give Legend of Zelda, you know, like ice and water temples, a lot of shit. They're not this bad. Speaking of, I really need to get around to actually playing Skyward Sword and Wind Waker. I would love if they actually had any amount of reaction for most of them taking damage from that. They occasionally react, but not always. And look, if you guys want to blow yourselves up, that'd be great. Not really sure how I feel about the staff. The ice one feels a little bit more consistent because it doesn't have that charge up. Oh good, now it opens. Unskippable, by the way. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, well, I guess I'll take this. I like how sometimes we just do or do not have the blunderbuss. Oh, it killed the guy behind me, too. Apparently the blunderbuss has Black Blast. It's actually just Alice's body turning into a projectile from the sheer recoil. Okay, I'm going to make a quick save here just in case. How many saves have I made at this point? I mean, I'll give it to it. It is effective. Not too keen on the full mana bar use, though. I guess as long as there's like 2 or 3 enemies, you're still okay, though. How effective is this going to be on the next boss fight? Should I even bother? What is even left at this point? Is it just the queen, or is there other stuff? Where... what? Where is this? Ah. I like how I killed all these things, and here they are again. So, it's like, there isn't an oxygen bar, but they could have at least made it so that the shell kind of, like, starts fading out the less oxygen you have. You know, like, kind of like how Isaac Clarke in Dead Space has the little HP bar on his actual spine. You know, it's like, technically speaking, you don't really have an HP bar, but you still get some sort of information somewhere on how much you have left. And hell, even if you don't have that, you know, like, a lot of games will have the character, like, limp or what have you. You know, Resident Evil 1, you don't get to see it on your HUD, but you can tell how screwed up you are if your character is limping. I don't know why they decided to actually give Alice a limited supply of oxygen and then give you no way of determining how close you are. It is certainly a choice. Also, that was very effective, actually. Actually kind of trivializes some things. If you can survive long enough to shoot it, at least. Yep, speaking of, he's still alive even. Oh god, right. Kind of forgot about this guy. I just... yeah.
Turtle proved that being a reptile has advantages.
Okay, Cheshire. Okay. Says many words. None of them mean anything. Come on. Did I just How did that just happen? I'm fairly certain that that was actually me freezing myself. I think maybe me jumping into the water. I think there's I think there might be like an ownership flag on who, like, the originator of the attack was. And then you unequipping the weapon or you jumping into the water might change your flag? I don't know, man. That was weird. Well, at least that doesn't do damage outright. Oh, okay. I like that the shell is more visible when you have the camera outside of the water. It would also just be nice if you could attack more than once every, like, 2-3 seconds with this thing. I thought it was gonna be like a little platform that just moves around, brings you from A to B. Oh my dear god, there's so many. Oh my god, my health. What happened to my health? How many hits did they get in? Oh hey, the door. Do you think that might be flooding the other side of the door? That whole maze is now just under whatever liquid this is. Tea, maybe? Supposedly. Allegedly. Possibly. It's kind of an amusing thought, honestly. Just all those card people. Actually, you know what? A water gun might actually be an effective weapon against them. They're card people. You know? Oh shit. Right, I'm trying to make a joke and I have the mic muted because I accidentally hit the button. A water gun would be effective. Especially if they're foil cards. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Who has foil playing cards? Like, man, I'm making MTG joke, okay? You ain't gotta be like that. Laugh, goddammit. Where am I supposed to go? That's really nice. Yeah. Sun warped playing cards. I don't know about that one there, mate. A lot of the time when it comes down to playing cards, like, what I see with most playing cards that end up getting deformed, it's not from, like, normal playing, it's because people want to be a fancy asshole and try to, like, shuffle them in a way that they absolutely have no skill in doing so or what have you, or just because they'll just treat them incredibly roughly. You know, bonus points if they're not the one that owns them. You know, whereas, like, a dude who's had an MTG deck from, like, 1990, it's going to be very well worn, but it's, like, normal wear and tear from actually just playing them normally. You like to throw yours down Niagara Falls after each play. Oh, is that why you don't play MTG very much anymore? You know, the travel expenses going back up to New York? Okay, this game cannot handle that geometry. These things are just dangerous enough to be incredibly goddamn annoying. Also, I do think that there is actually some physics going on with these ballasts. You ran out of cards. What, did you sell them for like 5 cents? You know, this Black Lotus is worth $30,000. Yeah, actually that's worth about $2 in a coffee now. What? Why? Because Wizards of the Coast just decided to print like 30,000 new ones. Well, why the fuck would they do that? Money. Now, in certain senses, I'm kinda surprised that, Wizards of the Coast— oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake, really? I'm surprised WOTC has not actually done any, like, secret lair Black Lotuses, at least to my knowledge. You had the Chromatic Lotus in the— oh god, what the hell was it called? Like, Dominions or something other, Asteria? I don't remember what the hell it was called. Dominion something other, set. I actually tried to get it and, yeah, couldn't get it. I wasn't about to spend like $500 in freaking booster packs though. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I don't like buying cards outright. It feels— I don't know. I don't want to necessarily say soulless, but it doesn't feel as, I guess, special. It would be nice, though, if the packs actually had more than, like, one, you know, like, ultra rare or whatever the shit they're calling them. I don't like how methodical the packs are. You know, it's like, I had some decent pulls out of, God, what the hell was it? The vampire one there. I don't remember the name of it. You had a vampire pack and then a werewolf one, and I got some decent pulls out of the werewolf one, but not because the werewolf set was really worth anything. It had, like, one card that was, like, 40 or 50. Like, most of that pack, that set was kind of bad. And it's like, one of the cards that was actually worth something, and it was one that allowed you to set it up so that there was a positive feedback loop where you just basically won. I think it required another card out of the werewolf set even, where it was just like, every time you heal, you deal 1 damage, every time you deal damage, you heal 1, right? Like, it just had the positive feedback loop potential. And that was like one of the few cards that was kind of like worth something out of that particular set. That is not a card no, I did get that one of the cards there. One of the 2 there. But, the one that I really got out of that was, you know how like every pack has like, or at least for some of them, where it's like one card will be guaranteed rare or more out of the, you know, like that particular set. And then you have, you know, like one other card randomly from other ones, right? I don't, like, I don't remember what they were called, but you can get one card from a bunch of older series. Like, they're basically reprints. One of the cards I got out of that was, I think it's like a $120 card or something like that. It's a land. I don't remember exactly what it does. I think it gives you like an Omni or whatever mana, or like, you know, one that can just be used for any of the manas. But on play, I think it's also giving you like 3 outright, so it's actually just really, really good in a general sense. And then I think it had like a expend mana for X effect. I just don't remember what it did. You've done it to fill a gap, never to buy a whole deck. Yeah, but that's the thing though, is like, even just buying one card, especially with how much some of these cards are, just eh. Look, if I was making like millions of dollars a year, sure, I probably wouldn't give a shit at that point, but I mean, shit, if I had that much money anyway, I would probably just be buying up a couple dozen packs anyway, and then just, you know, splurging and freaking opening them all, see what I get, sell the excess. Is this gonna hurt me if I fuck that up? No, seemingly not. How is MTG in its current state right now anyway? I haven't paid attention for a few years. Dominaria, that's it. That's what it was called, Dominaria. Thought it was Dominions. No, it's Dominaria. Oh, you know what I should have done though? After sight regret, whatever you want to call it, right? Like, the 40k commander decks. I thought about buying a couple of those, and I never did because I just didn't have the money really at that time. The 40k commander decks are now selling for hundreds of dollars. Because I think each commander deck was like 60 to 80 from WOTC itself, but the booster pack, or not the booster pack, sorry, the commander decks now, like all of them, Tyranids, Orcs, it doesn't matter. Any of the 40k associated commander decks are now selling for like 200 each. I think I am dead here. Alice, of all the fucking times you need to be glitching out. Good Christ. Good, I did actually save. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it's just like, you know, if you could kind of go back in time and kind of like suggest to yourself something, it's like, yeah, no, actually just buy like 10 of those packs. But why? Just trust me, bro. Oh, by the way, buy some GameStop stock. What am I supposed to be doing at this point? Because I'm getting annoyed just getting piranha to death here. Can I leave? No, of course not. Like taking one of the most harmless enemies in the entire game and just... making them one of the most annoying. Oh, for pity's sake. Well, there's like more than half my health just because these things can spit. Alice! There's too many of them, and you attack too slowly in the water with a knife to really deal with them. And I think they're respawning anyway, so, you know. It's a very fun segment, this. Okay. Where am I supposed to go? Because this is just the pass-through between the two rooms. I swear they have phantom attack range. Come on, man. Oh, it's this. I thought I dealt with this one before. Too much of that area looks the exact same. Okay. Okay. Why is the gear evil? Also, evil harpsichord. Oh, he's stretching. Would this work at this range? Okay, this is strangely... There's nothing. There's no enemies. Yeah, alright, there we go. There's one. They really get mileage out of those guys, don't they? Oh, for pity's sake. I like how we go from the absolutely infested waterways to just... well, 3 enemies effectively now. 4 if you want to count the guy that was stuck in the area down below, but I kinda don't. 15 pages of saves, by the way. What? Okay. Huh? So why did he have so many rocket fists compared to any of the other ones we fought? I also have a very distinct feeling that this thing is an insta-death if I... Oh? Nope, never mind. Alright, so we've gone through the clubs, we're now in Spade territory. And it's very... steampunky here. I really just hate how long it takes for so many of these weapons to finally actually throw out their attack. They all did, you just didn't trigger them. What do you mean? Wait, what is that even in relation to? The like, super fist attack? I thought maybe because we're so late in the game, like, that's now a new ability they have. This is not a buggy game at all. I love homing attacks so you can dodge them in a game that does not have a dodge. Give me the heal, please. Thank you. I like how the Ice Wand really did kind of just become my usual go-to at this point, though. It works. Why does the Queen have what looks to be like a water treatment plant? Do card people need water? Make sure that you water your paper properly to grow nice and big and strong and moldy. I think that's the first time that they've done a whip tail attack. Or a tail whip, if you will. It would be great if you would just blow yourself up. Please stop climbing, Alice. Any other time you wouldn't do that, but, you know, like, now that it's inopportune, you do. Oh, good, he did. Sounds like a freaking goat. Oh, you know why? You know why I'm not seeing the blunderbuss? At least I think. Why I'm not? I don't have the mana to use it, so it's not showing up. It might only show up if you have a full mana bar. It might actually have a conditional. Yep, there it is. What are these things, though? Seriously. No. No, no. Oh. Oh, dear God, that scared the shit out of me. I thought I was gonna die there. Huh. I thought the blunderbuss was just shooting out a lot of little pellets that all exploded. No, it's lobbing out, like, cannonball. They're snarks. Ah, yes, obviously. It's just the full adult version of them. We've only ever seen the babby. That looks good. It's very safe. Just put your hand in there, Alice, really. Do not the pencil sharpener. I like the bellows that are actually not heating up anything.
Queen, we've installed the bellows. Excellent. How will they help our foundry? What do you mean foundry? We just have them blowing at the wall. What? Are you daft? They're supposed to be pointing at a pile of coal or what have you to actually help heat the things up, get the oxygen to them. Yeah, but we put them on the walkway. But that's against OSHA regulations. I didn't think you cared there, ma'am. Well, I don't. It's kind of amusing, actually, to think of the workers falling to the death, but still, what if I need to go through there? Yeah, well, we have an alternate path for you. Oh. Oh, good.
Oh, her body stopped them. Her body actually stopped the gear from turning. Oh, it is shooting out multiple balls, I think. Oh, right, I forgot about this asshole. So how do you know their name is a Boojum? Like, where did you find that out from? Was that like the game manual back in the day? I was not confident that that was actually going to absorb the attack from me. You looked in the PK3. Fair enough. Are Boojums a thing in... There we go. I really thought that that was going to be another reload. It was. It actually consumes a little bit of mana if you just tap it and it doesn't actually attack. Was it worth it? Yes. What happened to his head? You feel like the Boojums are maybe the Queen's hunters, perhaps? It would track with their numbers and frequency. I mean, sure, but what about the Phantasmagorias? Like, how do they play into the whole thing? Because those things are basically like Dementors from Harry Potter, and I think this game predates Dementors from Harry Potter. Oh, for pity's sake. I do actually kind of like the Phantasmagoria's design, just... I don't know. How do they make any sense in the greater whole here? Not that pretty much anything does. Support units, they're jailers. I mean, the fact that they don't do damage is actually kind of surprising to me. I don't even know if they have a melee attack. I just know that they really, really like their little freeze chain thing. Whoa, that was weird. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Like a record player, right round, right round. You can die now, please. Oh, for fuck's sake. All of that, and he kills himself. Good. Average rate of Wonderland denizen frozen then screamed at to stop existing. I mean, I don't think they need any other reason to want to stop existing, quite frankly. Do you suppose the Wonderland denizens have an economy? Yeah, like, apparently there's tea. Where's the tea grown? You know, does Hatter just, like, pull that out of his ass, or does he actually, like, you know, pop on down to a store in a right jiffy, you know, get some tea. He's actually just eating mercury, drinking mercury. Oh my god, it's taken them this long to do, like, classic bullshit, like Indiana Jones or D&D traps. Oh good, they even have the pendulums. Wait, why is the Hatter here? The statue. What actually originated this trope? Because if I remember correctly, these are even in Oblivion. You know, like Alien Ruins. It's also kind of weird to me because it's like, weren't aliens supposed to kind of be like across the entire continent, and then for some reason they're seemingly only in Cyrodiil of Oblivion? Like, actually kind of enjoyed raiding those things. But I think that's what the Dwarven strongholds were supposed to be. You know, the equivalents of in Skyrim. Hey, maybe hot take, but I found the Alien Ruins a little bit more interesting to raid because the problem I have with the Dwarven Ruins in Skyrim is the dwarves, I want more lore on. If you got more lore by exploring the ruins, I would enjoy them more. But you don't. There's no real reason to explore them other than just, like, loot and money, and the Skyrim economy is completely fucked. Alice has a very hard head. They were mostly in the Cyrodiil region, slightly spread out a little bit, but not by much. I wish they did ESO, but actually as a, you know, like, single-player game. I want to just see, like, Somerset Isles and whatnot, and I have played ESO for all of 1 hour, and I want that hour back. Oh, this is actually awful. Like, if you get touched, it doesn't outright kill you, it just glitches you by... well, by doing this. I'm not even touching this, by the way. The hitboxes are fucked. There is room for that to have not hit me. There we go. I like how throughout all that last gear is the thing that really screwed me up.
Time to jump in, time to jump through time. I'm dizzy.
Thank you, Cheshire. So, what are all these gears for? The Orphan Crusher machine? Yeah, no, TikTok clock is looking a little weird nowadays. Woo! Her hair dryer. Oh. Wait, does this particular version of the Queen have hair? Or is it like the Johnny Depp Alice in Wonderland? Actually, was that Helena Bonham Carter? I just remember the very uncanny looking Queen in that particular movie, and that's it. Does it matter? I mean, in what sense? Actually, was that a Tim Burton movie? Because Tim Burton freaking loves Johnny Depp and Helena. I'm just gonna... I don't trust this game at all. No, can't grab that. Alright. Am I just supposed to jump straight across? Nope. What's the play here? Am I supposed to grab that? It looks like you can grab it and then just climb up along it or shimmy it. Oh god. I see. Little nauseating, maybe. It's Wonderland. People request ridiculous shit all the time. The Queen could ask for a giant hair dryer to keep onion flies away or something. Hey, you're not wrong. Onion flies. By the way, when's the last time you ever had onion rings? Because that shit has, like, exploded in price. I don't know what the current state of Big Onion is, but, yeah. It's like, depending on what brand you're looking at, it's like 20 pounds per frickin' bag. Like, they're asking for more than a goddamn pound of beef. Huh. Alright, so that does actually get low enough. Voluntarily, you don't know, accidentally a few weeks ago. Do you not like them? Alright, I will say that other than like that one area there, that was surprisingly not too terrible. I actually kinda liked the Clockwork area. Oh hey, the Jabberwock. Oh, these two are still fighting after all of this time.
You haven't even seen my final form! Ah!
How typical. How foolish you were to think you could overcome your guilt.
I like how the voice is literally just a normal dude, just...
You, how dare you think you could overcome your guilt?
Can I kill him here because I have the staff, or is he just completely unkillable? I don't know. Griffin ain't looking too hot. Hey Cheshire, how you doing?
Tell yourself, I've seen worse in Rutledge's.
Cool.
Prevarication in this.
Prevarication. Very cool word. I need to find out. Alright, Asshole's gonna do a flyby. Yep. Come on. Come on, dude. Oh, I accidentally hit the button. Okay, well that's... I'll go the one place he'll never find me. Space! Aren't they such a wonderful weapon? I got snake eyes twice. I love how there's no real way to avoid his bullshit either. Very fun and engaging fight. I don't think that hit him. Did that actually do anything? Well, it hit him! By the way, you can't use the staff if you're on fire. Wow, what? That is some 200 IQ game design there. I assume you need to use this to kill him. You can't use it if you're actually on fire. Now let me use his body as a trampoline. Come on. What a fun fight. I'm not gonna reach that in time, and it's not gonna give me enough health to survive even one splash of his fire. The DOT is the thing that's really kind of like doing me in here. Why is there a slow walk? There's a slow walk, if you didn't know. If you hold shift, it's a slow walk. Is that supposed to be the run button, and it's just always running by default now? Oh, man, this fight sure is something. It's not even aiming at the center of the screen, it's offset. It was easier to aim on the controller. Are you actually shitting me? Don't know how much damage that particular little end of attack missile does. So how old is Alice supposed to be, by the way? She's like 14, 15, something like that, right? 16 maybe at the oldest. Her scream is uncharacteristically, like, old. You know, when she's on fire, if you listen to it, it does not really sound like a, well, teenager, really. Oh, that does a fuck ton of damage. Oh my god. I'm gonna swap back to controller. It was actually easier. Ah, Jesus. I don't know how old the voice actress was that voiced her, but I don't know, 40-year-old woman or something. No, this is cool. That's really, really fair. Can you see how well balanced and fair that is? How he can just keep to your ass and keep applying damage? Look at the amount of fun we're having with this fight right now. Isn't this good? Isn't this a good game boss? Very good game design. Give me a fucking Dark Souls boss. Jesus, give me the goddamn prison demon at the beginning of Dark Souls 1. Good Christ. At least there, I might be able to dodge out of the way, rather than just... Of course, I'm on fire. Why would I be able to attack while I'm on fire, you know? I didn't think it was possible, but we have a worse fight than the centipede. Yeah, eat shit. Just use Griffin's dead body as a piece of cover. Don't think I'm hitting him. I think I'm hitting the goddamn... Can I just, like, pop up a console command and just explode his fucking testicles? This sucks. Like, it's basically you acting as a glorified anti-aircraft cannon against a goddamn equivalent of a dragon, effectively. A very glitchy one at that. It wouldn't be so bad if you could interrupt him while he's breathing fire, but no, you cannot. Good, I'll go scare myself. This is normal mode, by the way. There is like 2 difficulty options higher than this. I have never felt so vindicated in never having chosen a higher difficulty than just normal. I am at the point where I feel like if you... Oh, that would have been funny as hell if he actually jumped off the cliff and actually fell into the void and died. I doubt it can happen, but it would have been nice. But yeah, I'm kind of at like the point where I feel like if you play this game on the harder difficulties, there is something wrong with you. Because it's shit like this where it's really just going to be completely unfun. It's already unfun on normal difficulty. I imagine he has way more health blow on higher difficulties. And more damage, because he needs more damage. Obviously. He's very easy. Can you not tell? I like how Griffin is actually still alive, but he's just, you know, pretending. I'm also not convinced that this guy is actually not just... How close was I in every single previous attempt? Well, not every single one of them, but a majority of them. Was I actually, like, 2 seconds of sustained fire away from winning?
You've destroyed her guardian, Alice, and avenged my death. Enter the ultimate...
You ain't dead.
Must I fight on? Can't the Red Queen be persuaded to surrender?
True words and logic rarely defeat evil intent. She is still strong, and so many have been harmed. They want revenge, which we call justice. She made this world, and she must pay. You must lead our forces against her.
What forces? It was like just us two.
Do your best, Alice. You can only do your best. You can always do best.
Now he's dead. I'm still not really convinced. Let's check his tail. Nope, no movement. Alright. So there's a card soldier on the other side here.
Leaderless, and a battle has begun. Deliver us from this evil, or let us perish.
There was a card soldier on the other side of this bridge that saw Alice kill the Jabberwock. And it was like, you know, I have a drawbridge here. She's over there. I'm over here. She has no way of getting over here. I'm gonna open it.
Yeah, I got a package here for Queen. Hearts of. Also, I got a letter here. It's from Osha.
Discount Eye of Sauron-ass thing. think the frame rate actually just dipped there. I'm so done with ledges by this point, dude. Holy Christ. This game has a fetish for ledges and attacks with knockback. I like their spin attack. I'll try spinning. That's a neat trick. I'm just gonna let them cool off a little bit. I have no idea if that actually does anything functional, but... it's like OG Castlevania days. What do you mean? Enemies with knockbacks and shit, or what? Also, which OG Castlevania? We talking NES or like Castlevania 4? There's so many of them. Which are we referring to by OG? Yes, it was all about the cheap death. Well, I mean, look, man, I think I've talked before about how I've played Castlevania 4 and I've never beaten it because... oh man, I love Castlevania 4's soundtrack. It is honestly one of the best SNES game soundtracks in the entire library for the SNES, but man, did the game for that actually kinda... I don't want to say it sucked, but it's definitely not my cup of tea. It gets very rough. Oh my Jesus. Okay. Yeah, got it. It's car dudes. Can we stop spawning them now? Oh, right. Right, that's shotgun. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. It's like they just copy-pasted the exact same thing for this entire level so far. Wait, where's all the heals and shit? Oh no. Jesus Christ, it's like I stepped into goddamn Germany in World War II. Frickin' Stalingrad here. Okay, we can stop throwing more in now. That would be great. A lot of people praise Castlevania 4, but honestly it felt a little clunky to use. Simon didn't control well on his feet. But from what I remember of... I didn't really play many minutes of them, but from what I remember of the other ones, neither was he particularly well controlling in the other games. I would agree with the statement, though, for Castlevania 4 feeling clunky. I definitely agree with that, but, you know, again, soundtrack-wise, at least, I very much like that. Gameplay? Yeah. But, yeah, when it came down to Castlevania 1 through 3, however they're named, Simon's Quest, I don't know. I never really gave them much more playtime outside of just, like, you know, emulating it for like 2 minutes to just, I don't know, get a taste of it, I guess. I don't know, just out of curiosity. The NES ones, yeah, same clunk but forgivable. SNES, they can make them a little bit more fluid. But isn't the thing kind of like... Oh my god! This game's damage really does not feel particularly well balanced. Thankfully they realized their mistake, overcorrected, and made Richter. What? What, on, PlayStation or something? Because there was the N64 Castlevania. You ever play that one? Also, actually, speaking of SNES Castlevania 4, Castlevania 4 seems to be one of the kind of like... Castlevania 4 and Simon's Quest seem to be controversial ones for the earlier titles. Like, I've heard a lot of people either praise Castlevania 4 as, like, true to form, or like, say it's one of the worst ones. Wait, do I go up there? Also, could we say that I called it on everything becoming fleshy? You've watched it, you will never play it, it looks so bad. What's that, the N64 version? Because I played that back when I was in high school. I emulated that shit, and oh my god. Oh, dude, that might actually be one of the worst, if not the worst, Castlevania title. Shit. It's even kind of like a low bar for the N64 library, and the N64 library is rather dire. They both look like dog shit. A little bit. I mean, the thing is it's not even graphically about it. I can deal with the graphics of the N64. I don't care. That's fine. Honestly, part of me kind of likes them. But it just controls so bad. It's Canadian? No. Wait. Hold on. N64 Castlevania wasn't done by the Japanese? Hold on. So let's see, Castlevania. Is it just called Castlevania 64? Yeah, it is actually. 1999, by the way. Developer was Konami Computer Entertainment Kobe. No, it's Japanese. Oh my dear god. So... Oh, it was a joke. Okay, well look, it's in text, dude. If you say that it's a Canadian Castlevania, I'm going to believe that. Alright, so... I mean, hell, it's like two of my favorite Legend of Zeldas weren't even done by Nintendo. Right? Minish Cap and Oracle of Seasons. Two of those were Capcom. My only other one, like, out of my top three, two of three are not Nintendo made. Also, speaking of Legend of Zelda, the chronology. Does Castlevania... You're saying it was like Konami C Studio. Oh yeah, the B team. Does Castlevania really keep to a timeline? I thought each game kind of was like its own self-contained thing, and just the timeline is just like a bullshit excuse of just like, yeah, that's why they're all named Belmont-Lamau. Right? It's like the whole Legend of Zelda quote-unquote continuity. Like, you know, like they're saying it's all connecting. No, it's fucking not. Maybe like one or two specific games? But outside of those couple of specific games, no. You know, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, yeah, those connect. Do those really connect with, like, Ocarina of Time? No, and I think for you to suggest so is just, I don't know, that's like weird copium or something, like, no, they fucking don't.
Sure, just give me the change.
Oh, I thought that was going to keep propelling me up vertically, and it was just going to be an elevator section. Have you ever noticed, like, the sheer quantity of elevator sections in video games, by the way? Why do game devs keep insisting upon them? They're not particularly fun or good. Like, really, it's like turret segments. I just find them kinda, like, time-consuming and boring. What? Uh-huh. So, she just magically can't grab onto this for some reason. Well, for some of us it is. Okay, do you like turret segments where you are literally just bound to a turret and that's going on for like 5 minutes? I mean, shit, do I need to remind you what happened with Time Splitters? The one section, oh god, what was it? Time Splitters 2 or something? Where it was just that end segment with you trying to protect your earlier self? That was awful. Technically, not a turret segment, but it has the vibe of one. And could you stop fucking shooting at me? You're being an asshole. I mean, look, if the Queen challenged Alice to, like, a tic-tac-toe battle, you know, and that was, like, the determining factor for the entire, you know, thing, would it be particularly good? Maybe not. Would it be funny? Yeah, maybe. Good pose. You like the ambiance here? Oh yeah? Yeah, what's the ambiance? Me dying 20 times? He's got a very panicular head. I mean, the ambiance is fine, but it's kind of like a lot of the previous songs, where if I was the one that would have made it, there are some specific synths or samples in it that I would not have done. Like, it could definitely have been improved over what it is. How many saves do I have at this point? Seriously. So I have 17 goddamn pages of this shit. 19. With 6 saves per page. Alice and Red Queen, Blue Terran versus Red Zerg. Huh. You're not even really all that wrong, are you? Although those those symbols right there kind of look more of Diablo. Like, seriously, that looks like a demon right there. You see it, right? It's like side horns. There's his teeth, nose, eyes. There's the heart, like inverse heart on the head, and then more horns. They gender bent the Doomslayer. What? Wait, what is that? Is that a cricket? What is that thing? I don't know if their AI won't let them go down the bridge, or if that's just some weird pathfinding issue. Oh damn, that sent him flying. It didn't kill him though. There we go. I really don't know if you can see it, but the aiming for this thing is really kind of scuffed. Yo, what the fuck? Yeah, good. Thank you, Alice. Pick up the goddamn cricket and then... Ah! I forgot that the jacks existed. I shouldn't have. I don't think that one should have hit, but I'll take it. So, is this the first time that those crickets have existed? Have I just missed them in all previous areas? No, they definitely don't have HP below at all. No, no. He's under, you know, he's getting constantly hit by that. Does it sunlock him? Does it do anything to him? No, he can just throw out the explosion anyway. I, on the other hand, I think will.
The queen.
Not that I use that particular attack anyway.
Incisors for the queen. Where is that wretched creature?
Good news, penultimate level. Do you like discordant guitar music? And just more enemies that just keep shooting out explosive projectiles? Isn't this fun? Isn't this good? Oh my god, man.
Hey boys, what did we put into the last level? Oh no. I just put a bunch of enemies that have explosive projectiles. Oh, that's a great idea, boss. How many should we add in there, boss? Oh no, just throw like 20 of them in there and they respawn. Oh, that's a great idea, boss, but won't it be annoying? That's kind of the point, isn't it?
Tweedledee and Tweedledum survived the game in my mind. Ugh. I'm still annoyed that they didn't, like, capitalize on them, though, dude. Like, there was potential. They could have hammed that up. No, just... Oh, look, bruv. There she is. There's Alice. Yeah, she's got anything, ain't she? She don't eat.
Only a few find the way. Some don't recognize it when they do. Some don't ever want to.
Cheshire, could you just shut up, please? Like, my dear god. I think out of all the lines he said in this game, he could have said, like... Well, not said. I think out of all of them, I think he has said 2 or 3 maybe useful things. What was it, Tweedledee? Oh, hey, yeah. Jabberwock and then Hatter. I really would not have thought that the Queen would have pictures of her henchmen. Because that actually kind of makes her seem like she doesn't... Like, she does actually maybe care about some of them. Nope, I didn't want that health anyway. Okay, cool. Guess I'll just die now. You feel like they could have been more antagonistic, to be honest. They seem the type to do some shitty traps and laugh. But that's the thing, though, is like, Tweedledee and Tweedledum were basically a complete frickin' misstep, honestly, in this game. Like, yeah, exactly what you're saying as well. Just, there really could have been some build-up to them where they're really kind of like hamming it up and shit, but... Even without that, they could have at least just gave them some voice lines that just, you know... Like, all of the voice lines in this game are so dead and flat. And not just that, but, like, weirdly stilted, too. Like, Cheshire, he jumps from one sentence to the next with no pause. Okay. I'm gonna assume there isn't a heart for this. That's the point of natural tone and cadence, because this is all within a disturbed mind. I mean... Look, that's the same excuse people give for Silent Hill, and it's bullshit. The voice delivery does not have to be shit to make it feel off. It feels off because of bad, not because it's well done. I don't really understand what this is trying to do here. I thought they were going to be infinite spawning, though. That's why I wasn't bothering trying to kill them. Alright. This reveals things. Yeah. It's revealing 3 of the suits of a deck of cards, but I'm not sure what it wants out of that. Does it want me to break the mirror? Oh no. Yeah? I can't climb in it. I like how the little ball follows you. Oh. How many times do you actually need to use the watch? Like, what does it actually do? Because I've used it the one time and the one time only where it was actually useful. Is it changing things in the other room? I think it started off on the Hatter. So what about the ambiance for this area? Or is this still the same? No, it's different, isn't it? Because you said you liked the previous area's ambiance. Okay, I thought maybe it was changing that area. It's not. What was that sound? I don't know what this is doing. Is there a picture of the Hatter elsewhere? Is it doing like a Dark World, Mirror World thing? I don't know what it's doing. I'm hitting the interact. There is no, like, hidden lever I can use here. Checking the previous room, but I've done so. Nothing has changed in here. You got, like, Tweedledee over there, but... Alice, stick your finger in there. Well, this is kind of needlessly time-consuming. It's just... a lot of the time is just taken up by you walking. Why was the door shut? Because it wasn't the diamond room, it was Spade. Okay. Huh? I don't know if I did that correctly just now. Did I just screw that up? Remember the painting corresponds, so... yeah, but that's why I'm asking. Like, I just threw a knife because I wasn't sure if it was going to do anything at all. I knew it was the wrong one, just... I was not sure if it would actually do anything. Hmm? Hmm? Wait, does it not matter? I guess that's explaining why everything's respawning here. I just kind of figured it was a punishment thing. Try another. Yeah, that's the idea. I just need to get past all these chuckleheads. At least it's their weaker earlier version where they're not so health bloaty. Also the fact that they're just not shitting out explosive projectiles, so that's very nice. Yeah, the Jabbercock. Alright. That looks like a beetle on that door. I looked at chat and almost fell in. I'm assuming that's insta-death. All the inner guards were probably wasted on external defense. Queen loves to keep a hollow shell for defense, doesn't she? Eh. I mean, it's not like we're actually... you know, it's not like there's actually a limited supply of dudes that she can toss at us. Oh. Oh, I do think I screwed up before. Wait, what? Oh, come off it! Really? Both games, the approaches are usually kind of empty. Even here, it's just kind of a walk around with a few guys being scraped together on emergency. Honestly, I kind of feel like you're reading a little bit too much into it, man. Okay, well, I just killed a fucking mosquito. The little bastard. Okay. So I just saw this fucking thing land on the wall next to me. I literally just saw it out the corner of my eye, the periphery. I looked to my left and had a look at it, because it's, you know, it's a skeeter, they're small. Like, is that just some, like, weird shit on the wall? Nope. No, it was a skeeter. I just squished it, and there's now blood all over the wall, so that... I'm probably gonna frickin' have like 20 goddamn welts now. I fucking hate mosquitoes, dude. Holy Christ. Ugh. At least I got it. It's not gonna be frickin' biting me throughout the entire night. Did I change that? The mosquitoes will remember the injustice. The mosquitoes can rightly go fuck themselves. I have such a hatred for mosquitoes, dude. I think... I don't know, I kind of feel like I'd rather deal with leeches because it would be easier to stay out of the water. Alright, so we already did header. What's it on right now? It's gotta be... Beetle. How did that fall hurt me? I think that right there is kind of like a really good example of what I mean by like how enemies just have way too much health and your weapons do not really do much. At least the cards don't. It was chock full of phallic acid. Phallic, huh? That's rather penicular of you. Apparently the other paintings disappear as you hit them. Dude's thinking that this is a goddamn horror game and he's the he's the monster. No, but seriously, look, I freaking hate the mosquitoes around here, because it's like... if I let the dogs out to go, you know, like, take a piss... in the, like, 5 to 10 seconds of me opening that... Not even 5 to 10 seconds. It's really not open that long. I very quickly open and close it, because I know the goddamn mosquitoes are gonna get in. In the, like, 1 or 2 seconds, they still get in. They're like right at the door, ready to barge in every goddamn time. FBI, open up. Does this work? Yep. Seriously though, like, this all feels like padding. Why was this needed? It wouldn't have been so bad if the paintings were just, like, floating in the room itself, but the fact that you need to walk back out here 3 times... This is like 5 minutes of walking back and forth for basically nothing. It feels like a blatant waste of time. It's very clearly a we ran out of ideas level. Yeah, no shit. I don't know how many ideas they really had to begin with, frankly.
bravery.
It was a
and I am
play
not
on
an
folic
intimate
acid.
terms.
Yeah,
My
but you spelled
natural
as phallic.
curiosity is tempered with caution. Thus I've lived long. But now, ignoring my instinct to flee or fib, I speak the truth without regard to consequence. Your courage deserves no less. You've suffered great pain, and you've caused some. You've endured deep grief and feelings of guilt, but you will be tested by a more wrenching anguish, Alice. There is worse to come. You and this Red Queen cannot both survive. You are two parts of the same...
I was fucking drinking! Oh my god! Oh, I nearly choked! Holy shit! I was looking at chat, drinking my water, and out of the corner of my eye, I see him explode and hear the meow!
Who am I?
Oh god, she really is kind of like a
Off
weird
with
Zerg,
her.
isn't she? Oh, pfft. Okay, goodbye, face. Alright. Am I hitting her or the tentacle? Does it matter? Alrighty. Really, this is an unskippable cutscene.
Who am I?
Off with her head.
Wait. Is Alice asking who she is? Like, who she herself is, not who the queen is. Yeah, we are absolutely winning in the boss fight department, aren't we? What happened? This is not what I thought the last fight was gonna be. This is the last fight, right? I honestly feel like the croquet mallet might actually be better at this point. The restoratives I'm getting are just not getting enough mana for me to really use the Jabberwock staff. Nice miss. Skill issue. Oh right, yeah, the jacks. Are they even going to do anything? Nope, jacks are actually useless here. That sucks. So this fight sucks just because it's kind of boring. I thought that killed her. It in fact did not. She felt the fuck out of it. Obviously not enough. Yeet! I'm gonna save. I don't want to have to go through all this again. There's no real good way of getting out of that. Okay, she could have just done that the entire... Also, the scream! That was a different take, and it sounded like they recorded it in a frickin', like a warehouse. There was like echo on it or something. Reverb? Oh, for Christ. Alright, I'm just gonna see if she's low enough health. Alright, well, it's transcended boredom. It's now just kind of going into bullshit again. Yeah, no, I definitely got hit by that particular spell. Alright. Oh, she's just completely damage immune while doing that, apparently. Ugh. No, I think I really am just going to do the thing I originally planned on doing and just save up the mana for the shotgun again. Okay. I don't know what you're supposed to do for this without the shotgun. I would assume to use the staff, but oh god. There's just no feedback on whether or not you're hitting her in the correct area or not. It's like, kind of unfortunately, that's really kind of one of the benefits of having an HP bar. Okay. Oh god, it really is like something out.
I rule Wonderland alone. Your interference will not be tolerated. This realm is for grown-ups.
Raw, well-ordered, ruthless, careening on the jagged edge of reality. Self-pitying dreamers are not wanted here. They cannot survive here. You fear the truth. You live in shadows. Your pathetic attempts to reclaim your sanity have failed. Retreat to the sterile safety of your self-delusions, or risk inevitable annihilation. If you destroy me, you destroy yourself. Leave now, and some hollow part of you may survive. Stay, and I will break you down. You will lose yourself forever!
Oh god, don't tell me it's a second phase. Of course. The Heart of Darkness.
How overwhelming.
Blunderbuss pick up on lower ledges, but I already have it. Oh hey, full. I don't know if those are nipples or not, but they kind of look it. Where am I supposed to aim for this thing, by the way? Did that count? I see it. I kind of feel like Alien influenced this a little bit. The gut. What? Really? Well, I guess I'll just keep shooting it and see if that does anything, because yet again, there's not really a whole hell of a lot of damage, yeah, like, response. It turns red. Kind of. You know, kind of weirdly, I still feel like maybe one of my more preferred boss fights was the, that looked very damaging and it wasn't. Was the Duchess. The king, the Heart King, whatever you want to call him, the King of Hearts, was pretty simple. It wasn't a very good fight, but it was alright. Didn't have some, like, bullshit mechanic, if I remember correctly. I kind of feel like some of the issue was just... they didn't want to just have a tank and spank boss like the Duchess. But I kind of feel like that might have been better than some of these. You know, it's like, the set design here is fine. You know, giant freaking monster in the center, you got the flesh platforms around it, but... you know, it's like, look at what's happening. I'm just jumping around a lot, and I fell. That's cool. Alright. You know, it's like, part of the problem is the mana. You know, like Doom, you have the option of just shoot a lot, run out of ammo, swap to different thing. Here, everything is using the same shared ammo. So that's really not helping the... you know, overall feel of the game. The fluidity of it is not really there. It's very rigid. And it's kind of weird because it's also built on the Quake engine. The Quake itself is also a very fluid shooter a lot of the time. You know, but here it's like, yay, we got the shot. Shoot the fucking blunderbuss once. Whoa! Now we get to wait for these heart pickups to slowly spawn. As she barely does any damage to us otherwise. There. Oh god, you can like see the PNG or JPEG artifacting on that. It's like, it's a good monster design, it's a good level design, it's just... the game mechanics are really letting the fight down. Also, wow, this is crusty as fuck. Is he alive again? Oh, I was wondering if it was going to turn it into something else. Okay, so there's just a statue of Alice there, just... Alright. Oh god, right, him. We didn't really ever help him, did we? Or was he one of the ones that wanted the Duchess dead? And this is not Alice, it's a completely different person. It's like you have three different Alices. The one that is in-game, the actual, like, model, is a different Alice than the one in the cutscenes. And then you have the Alice that is in that pause menu, that is another completely different Alice. Why are the EA Games and Rogue icons lighting up like that? And just no music. Okay. Well, that was American Mcgee's Alice, I guess. Man, I don't think this thing has aged particularly well. Quite frankly. That was also 3 hours. I thought it was gonna be 2. I'm gonna sneeze again. 1 second. The fact that this is a completely dead-ass silent credits is just... It's like the cherry on top, really, of like all of my critiques of it. Now that you know that the Red Queen was about as powerful as her one hand, let her be. Huh? I will say though, like ending-wise, it's maybe a little bit better one. You know, like as far as like it being a happy ending. I don't think there was a secondary ending for Manus Returns, was there? Was it one of the ones that actually has an alternate ending, or is it just the one? Because from what I remember, the one ending, it's just like... Alice is not really having a happy ending in Manus Returns. Like, she's still really fucked up. You know, this one is just kind of a little bit more... ambiguous on exactly whatever is going to happen after the fact, but apparently she gets better and leaves the asylum. So, you know, it's like, all intents and purposes, this is a much more happy ending for her. You know, compared to what happened in the other game. Then life happens. Yeah, and then she ends up back in the asylum, I guess. Is that actually what the story for Manus Returns is supposed to be? She just goes nutty again? Wow, those credits are still going. Or is this just an infinite scroll? Does this just go right back up to the beginning again with, again, no music? Man, so many fucking people worked on this too. And this is, like, it's weird, because it's like, this whole game, with that many people, a AAA studio, probably, like, actually tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars even getting involved here, and it's just like, this experience could now be done in the modern age by, like, one indie dev working for, like, 3 to 5 years. You know, look at Husk and whatnot, like... I don't know, man. It's kind of weird, depending how you really want to look at it, of just, like, how things have kind of gone for video game development. Although I guess in a certain sense that's not really saying much, because even back in the day, I mean, hell, a lot of the, like, starting RPGs for computers were done by dudes in sheds or closets, garages, or just, like, in university. And then companies got involved because they saw the popularity of them, so... I guess in a certain sense you could say, like, indie game devs on Steam are kind of, like, returning back true to form. More like she gets put in the doctor's home office thing. Yeah, the very handsy doctor. So, when's the last time you played this, though? Do you think my critiques throughout the whole thing have been valid? Do you think that this has aged well, or do you have, like, some inch-thick rose-tinted glasses on? I'm not saying that this is completely irredeemable, but... man, there's so much about it that really could have been changed for the better. You know, in my opinion, at least. But hey, I can finally scratch this off the docket. Both Alice 1 and 2. They never made a third one, right? I think they actually had plans on it and they canceled it, if I remember correctly. There was, but it was canned. Fair enough. So yeah, I remember that correctly at least. 2025. That was very recent then, really. And honestly, accept it for what it is. This was early 2000s and game developers weren't as organized. I'm still not sure how many of the things were... I don't know, man. Like, it really felt like certain sections were just glitchy, and it's just... I don't know if that's really how the game was, or if it's because I'm using the patch or what have you. I don't know. Well, I guess, like I said, though, I can scratch that off the talk and kind of just forget about it at this point, really, because I barely remember Madness Returns, and that was... I think that was 2 years ago at this point now. Oh well. I think part of the issue with it... Now you won't remember either of them, congrats. Yeah, pretty much. I think part of the issue of it, though, is... like so many other games, like, it's really becoming kind of like... almost a shitty catchphrase of mine, of just saying, like, the game could have been shorter and better for it. But seriously, like, that's really what this feels like. If they had spent... like, a couple of the maps, like 2 or 3 of these maps could have just been removed fully. And if they had used the time and effort and money to just make the rest of what was there better, you know, because what was this, 7 or 8 hours, I think? I think it was 7, because this was a 3-hour stream, the last one was a 3-hour stream. And then the first one I think was like an hour and 10 minutes or something. So it's like a 7-hour game. If they had made it a 5-hour game and had refined some of the other things, it would have been better for it. In my opinion. I really do feel like the whole mana system was kind of holding it back. I don't know, man. Like, the fact that this is built on Quake 3's engine, and it's just like, you have Quake, this fast-paced shooter, and then you have this, and it's just like, you know, here, let me charge up my freaking laser. Literally, charging my laser. Oh, I got hit. Let me start the whole process over again. The only reason why they didn't give the Frost Staff a longer range is because it would have been the it would have just been the ultimate weapon, not even penultimate, just the ultimate weapon. Anyway. That'll be it, I guess. Guess I'll have to find a new thing to do. So, that'll be it. See ya. Have a good one. You have phenomenal timing, my guy. You really do. You came in at the first stream of this game. And you saw, I think, like the very beginning of it, and you were here at the very ending of it. Your timing is truly phenomenal. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, I'm gonna go though. Have a good one.